Hello, I'm Michael LaPointe. I'm the director of Discretion and Faith.
And my name is Natalie Simpkins, and I'm the producer.
And I've always had a fascination with man-woman social dynamics and relationships, which was really interesting when I first met you, because you were telling me about the difference between America and Europe in terms of the terminology of infidelity. And you've traveled around the world, so you've kind of seen the different cultures as compared to Europe. So what did you actually learn traveling around the world?
Just the thing that struck me the most from travelling around India and South America and Europe was the different ways that men and women were treated and the different ways that they viewed adultery and faithfulness. And after we started speaking about the topic, we thought it would be a really fascinating idea to find people from these different countries and to interview them and see what their thoughts were.
And here are a few of the delightful people we've interviewed already.
Also, something that's quite different in Australia is there are a lot of people, it's quite accepted when you're in a de facto relationship.
There's this thing called the big wife in Mandarin, which is the first wife, and then if a man takes on like other women, they're called the little wives. So, and it's a pretty common thing.
Sri Lanka is a mainly Buddhist country, so according to the Buddhist philosophy, it's looked down upon, and it's kind of like a sin in Buddhism.
But again, you have to separate, as we said before, between the Hasidic part or the religious part, because they stay together. You know, if you want to be part of that society, you have to go by their rules.
We've been interviewing experts and psychologists in the field, and it's really interesting what people's preconceived ideas of infidelity around the world stack up against its statistics. For example, France, which in America we think France is a very liberal country. Statistically, they're almost similar to America. And I interviewed a Persian woman the other day, and she was telling me how she's never met a man who's been arrested for being unfaithful, but she knows a few women who have, and some who've actually even faced capital punishment. So here's a few other clips of some people we've interviewed that have very unique and interesting stories.
He was very beautiful, and I was probably a little bit obsessed with him. When he came back, he called me up on the phone and he said, "Amy, I've got something to tell you. I slept with a prostitute." So I was applying for this job as a prostitute. Turns out I didn't end up doing it and I didn't go. But it was something I kind of had to go through. It was like, because the guy that I loved had been with this woman, I wanted to not be that woman, but I wanted to see or understand more about what it was.
And it took a year for somebody to retake my virginity. She was a shrink. And I think she was quite proud of raping the monk.
We really hope that you've enjoyed watching a couple of the clips of the interviews that we've taken so far. They've certainly been some interesting and unique perspectives that we've found, not what we've been expecting all the time. And this is really a topic that we feel touches everyone, and certainly everyone has got their own opinion on it. We'd love to hear your thoughts and would really, really appreciate your support in helping getting this documentary produced.
We feel it's very important that this film gets made. There's virtually nothing on it in the documentary world, and it's a very simple process through Kickstarter. It's one click on Amazon payments, and your support would be so greatly appreciated for this project. And we thank you very much for your support.
Thank you.